Aries, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aries, please. All right, your energy, the Two of Swords in reverse. Your person, the Seven of Cups. They're viewing you as the Page of Swords in reverse. So this person is definitely like spying on you, checking you out. Ooh, behind the scenes, we see the Ace of Cups and we see the Moon card, Cancer, Pisces energy. And we have the Hermit card. So my Aries, some of you may have Virgo in your chart. I feel like you are single. You've been really focusing on you, especially your spiritual growth. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. It feels like you and this person may have been mirroring each other, but I think you've made a decision here that you want to communicate. Some of you, you're not in communication with this person. It's paused, limited, or unclear with this Page of Swords in reverse. But I feel like you've made a decision with clarity here after spending some time really going within. So whether or not you want to start things with this person, or for some of you, if you want to reunite with this person. But I also feel some of my Aries here, you've been with this Virgo energy. I feel like some of you, you've just been single for a bit and you're ready with this Two of Swords to put yourself out there, to be seen. And I definitely feel you have somebody here who's been thinking about you, wondering about you, fantasizing about you. You've been living rent-free in this person's head. All right, we see the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I keep wanting to call you Taurus for some reason. I hope I didn't say Taurus at some point, but I keep hearing it. So I don't know if you have Taurus in your chart or you're dealing with a Taurus here. It's just weird. I know I'm in the Aries reading, but I just keep like almost wanting to say Taurus. But anyway, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse tells me there's been an ending here for you, either with this person or an ending of a cycle or another relationship, or you're ready to end the single life, whatever it might be. But I do think you've brought yourself into balance by being in hermit mode. You're viewing this person as the Eight of Cups in reverse. So you do want to see this person again. Some of you, it's a reconciliation. Others of you, maybe you were just on a date with this person. Maybe you see them somewhere you go like work or school or the gym or somewhere out and about in the community. I think you've been wondering about them as well. So you definitely have been mirroring each other, thinking about each other, wondering about each other. But you're viewing the relationship as the Five of Cups. So there may be something here that's been disappointing, or you may feel like this person's focus has been elsewhere. Or maybe your focus has been elsewhere, either on a third party, other options, or some sort of past disappointment. But what we're not seeing here are these Two of Cups. There's a soulmate connection. Your person, the Four of Cups in reverse, I think this person wants to either reunite with you, or Aries, they're ready to open up to you emotionally here. All right, so let's see what your oracle cards have to say. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aries, please. All right, so uproot bad habits. I think this is the energy that you've been in. So you have let bad habits take hold of your life. It's time to uproot them and start fresh if you want to see a positive change in your life. Okay, so I think that's what you're doing. I think that's what you've been focused on. Look at that, a bright future ahead. So there are no limits to what you can have. Believe in your dreams and success will follow. So you have a bright future ahead of you, maybe even with this connection. We'll see, because it may end up being a very deeply romantic, intuitively connected connection. But also don't settle. And I think this is what you've been going through in this hermit mode, and also uprooting bad habits. It's like you don't want to go back to the same old, either with this person or repeating a pattern within this, within your love life with this person. So don't accept your current circumstances as the best you'll ever have. Don't be afraid to start over. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we see hidden treasure. Now, this is you being in hermit mode, and I think a lot of my Aries, you've already come to this conclusion, but the treasure you're looking for is hidden in the ground you're standing on. It's time to dig deeper, and I think that's what you've been doing in this hermit energy. But some of you, it's time to dig deeper about this person or about this relationship or into this relationship. This is somebody here who I feel like is maybe going to make you some sort of surprise proposal. With the Ace of Cups in the hidden position, they definitely have romantic feelings for you. With the Seven of Cups, this person may have other options around them, but more so I'm just getting they've been indecisive. They've been spending a lot of time thinking about you, wondering about you. It looks like I said you're not probably in communication, or there's little to no communication here. We see the Ace of Wands. See, they're worried about rejection. I think this person is also worried about whether or not you're actually attracted to them. And that's why they haven't been coming forward. The King of Pentacles. All right. They may also be a little bit worried, like they haven't been putting time and effort into this connection because they're worried about like attraction, or they're worried about, you know, being good enough or having enough, or if you're going to reject them. But I also think this person realizes they need to go a little bit deeper with you, Aries, in order to have a chance. All right, and we see the Nine of Swords. They have been losing sleep over you. They've been stressing. They've been obsessing here. So the Page of Swords in reverse tells me they've been spying on you. They've been checking you out here. And it looks like they feel like maybe you don't see them. You don't want to talk to them. All right, we see the Two of Cups. Yeah, they have this Ace of Cups energy here, like they see potential with you. Now, you could be in separation from them, or you may feel like you two, or they may feel like you two are soulmates in separation. They may feel like the decision's going to be up to you, because it feels like they're pretty much all in, but they may be waiting for, you know, the green light from you. They know that you've been in hermit mode, so that you're spiritually evolved. You've been focused on you. Some of you, you've kind of cut off access to, you know, to yourself, to them, or to others. Yeah, they know you're in hermit mode. They see you as wise and enlightened. They know that you're paying attention to details. They know that you're not going to settle. All right, Aries, and we see the Six of Wands. This person does want to come together with you. They see you as the best of the best. They want victory, but they also know that you're getting a lot of attention, that you're in this really high vibration. You're sexy, you're attractive, you're successful. Yeah, but there's something about their past which they're still either not over or they're healing. Of course, it could be with you. Okay, pay attention to sixes coming through here. You might be seeing repeating sixes. All right, let's see what we need to know about this person. What do my Aries need to know about this person? Okay, we see poet energy, so turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. So what I'm getting here, some of you, this person, more so I'm getting a blocked throat chakra. I don't think that they like speak negatively. They may speak negatively to themselves, which would be the Nine of Swords. But for some of you, they haven't been able to express how they feel, or when they're around you, you know, they get kind of nervous. You know, it's like cat's got your tongue type energy, or cat's got their tongue. All right, and we see Fool energy. See, they're worried about looking foolish or feeling foolish. I think this person, you probably know who they are, because they probably make like self-deprecating jokes. Like, meaning like they, you know, they're funny, but they kind of turn jokes on themselves. I don't think it's necessarily on other people, but denial of their emotional truth. I think this person has been holding their feelings back for too long. Maybe even telling themselves they weren't interested because they were worried about being rejected. But I think that's all kind of coming to a boiling point here. All right, let's see how they're viewing you. All right, so they're viewing you as the hero and the heroine, escapism and a false sense of heroism. I don't think they see you as a false sense of heroism, but I think they feel like you're in this escapist energy. Maybe you avoid them. You're not dealing with love. You're not dealing with people right now. And when this card comes out in the upright, I've got two people coming from different paths. They want to move in the same direction, but this person might feel like you're moving away from them, that you're not going to want the same things as they do. You're not as interested in them. And they see you as an advocate, so inspiring you to put compassion into action. Okay, but they also see that you advocate for yourself and what you believe in, that you're strong. then that you are compassionate. You put your money where your mouth is as well. Now the Ace of Cups here is what we're not seeing. The Ace of Cups is telling me they see so much potential for love. Like it feels like this person, Aries, loves you, all right, and loves you from afar, but they've been quiet. They've been, they haven't been taking action. They want to make this love offer to you, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. I think they're trying to manifest you. I think they're waiting for a green light from you. And we see the Page of Cups, but look at all this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. They've been quiet, but they are coming in with a love offer, like a real genuine love offer. And we get more Cancer, Pisces energy with the Moon card. I think this is going to be a highly intuitive, deeply romantic connection. But this is also a reminder here, Aries, to really trust your intuition. Okay, the Devil in reverse. This is you uprooting bad habits, Capricorn energy. This is, look at you, Two of Swords in reverse, making a decision to communicate, energy blocks being removed, and we see the Chariot card, Cancerian energy. I think there's going to be a major breakthrough here. I think you're going to move forward with this person. And we see the Seven of Wands, but they've thought about walking away because they're worried about rejection. They're worried about maybe not having enough to offer with the Seven of Wands, but they're giving that one last look back. And I think that's where you two end up really connecting here. Oh, all right, let's keep going. Let's see what we need to know about this person. What else do my Aries need to know about this person? What else do my Aries need to know about this person? All right, quick replies. Okay. So if you, I feel like if you were to give them, if you were to message them, if you were to talk to them, if you were to smile at them, like they would come towards you. All right. And we see they can't stop thinking about you. That is the truth. All right. And male running. So male or female, it doesn't matter. My readings are not meant to be gender specific, but I do think they're like thinking about doing a runner because they're worried about rejection, but they're like waiting for this green light from you. And we see all you see is love. So this person definitely, like this person is so into you. They've got, the rose-colored glasses on here. But they do feel insecure. They're worried about looking like a fool or, feeling like maybe they weren't able to speak up. Really strong water energy, Cancer energy. We have the Cancer Capricorn axis here, so someone could have a north node in one of those signs, but it is an indication for me as a reader that you two are soulmates. All right, so let's see. We have sincere. This person is sincere. I love that. Adventurous spirit, so they are going to take a risk or take a leap of faith, and we have someone loyal here. All right, but we see question their past, so take your time getting to know this person. Okay, let's see what they would like to say to you, Aries. What does this person want to say to my Aries, please? What do they want to say to my Aries? All right, lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. So, obviously that might be the case. It's a really big red flag if somebody here has lied or has been dishonest. But truthfully, the energy I'm getting with that poet archetype in reverse is more so this person didn't really tell you how they were feeling when they should have, or they've kept their feelings to themselves, or they've acted like they didn't care when they did, but you actually feel like home to this person. Okay, you actually feel like home to this person, Aries. I think there's going to be a major breakthrough here. But I also think it's a result of you like not rushing into anything and kind of making this person prove who they are, like if they can step up to you or not. Because you're in this very wise, enlightened energy. All right, so we see awakening. Someone's undergoing a spiritual transformation. It looks like that's, you've been doing this here, Aries, but it looks like they are as well. You and this person don't share the same vision, and that's that hero and heroine archetype in reverse. So it is really important that you sit with this and see, do you want the same things? All right, and this is a divine counterpart connection. So whatever label we're going to give this, Aries, there is a strong soulmate connection between the two of you, and we get double confirmation that you do need to trust your intuition. Okay, so Spirit's message was, with the Moon card, really trusting your intuition here with this one. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what final messages, advice, and guidance we have for my Taurus. Okay, this one wanted out. So be present. So you are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head, which certainly can be this hermit energy, but something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. All right, and we see taking the high road. You're at an impasse with a relationship or situation. It's now time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. All right, so I think you and only you are going to know what that is, Aries. I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.